Okay, so yeah, one thing is clear in the Blue Castle. I'm seeing a lot of opponents that play some pretty problematic enchantments and or artifacts. So at the very least, I'm going to want to be running 2 copies of Disenchant in here. And as for dealing with artifacts, because this can actually get 2 artifacts at once, 1 copy of Dust to Dust, which I could always just bump up to... Could bump that up to 2, or I could bump up the Disenchants to 3. So I have 13 creatures. I really don't want to remove any more creatures from this deck. So yeah, I pretty recently put this to 2, and this is still at 1 copy. I was thinking swapping that out, but maybe not. Do I want to swap this out for, like, another copy of Dust to Dust? I'll try something like that for the artifact-heavy matchups I run into. Okay, I do kind of want that Swords to Plowshares. It's not like I can really say no to this duel anyway, so we gotta do it first things first. It's not like I get to say no. We had something on the field, now we don't. Force of Will. I'd say Force of Will is not normally, like, that backbreaking to be played against me. But when Howling Mine is thrown into the equation, you'll actually have plenty of extra cards to pitch, so you're not really losing too many cards in your hand if Howling Mine just gives you them back anyways. Alright, so I need to get in with at least something. Yeah, I need to do some damage. Ideally before I just run out of cards in deck entirely. I'm not playing any green cards, so that's not going to be a problem. Force of Will. I mean, when you're drawing like 3 cards a turn, you're clearly just bound to have a counter spell on hand. It's like, there's no getting around it. Like, it's gonna happen. I still did 5 damage at least. And I'll go play another creature, in fact. Okay, now unless I actually have a creature that flies, nothing can actually attack. We're gonna try Dust to Dust again. So that time it's gonna resolve. I can only get rid of one of the Outer Sanctuaries, but it's still a step in the right direction. So I still cannot declare an attack right now. I'll have to pass. Chose to draw a card, so... Okay, that can still attack and do some damage this turn. Okay, maybe this Winged Stallion isn't so bad after all. So that Source of Plowshares, I'm just gonna quickly throw it into the deck. Well, that's what I'd say, but I have to ditch something else. I mean, we'll see if that comes around. We'll see if that comes back around to bite me in the ass, taking out Wrath of God. If I specifically need a board wipe, and then I don't have any because I removed it. We'll see if that comes back around to bite me. So I have mostly just lands in my hand here. Force of Will, unsurprisingly. It's like every other blue deck is playing like 4 copies of this. At least on the bright side, it just feels like they use it on the first thing else they possibly can. Okay, Underworld Dreams is not gonna kill me. What would kill me is losing my one creature that I actually have. Or him playing something almost just as good. It's not like I can block the creature that flies. I'll just get him here with the 2-1. Oh wow, I'm getting some good cards here. Yeah, another little something I can just put in my deck to help fix my mana. Make it a little bit easier to access blue when I need it, so that's a Darkar Waste right there. But no, really, I'm trying to get into this blue castle again. And all of these minions don't really want to let me in without a fight. So 2 copies of Dust to Dust and 2 copies of Disenchant. The latter which can deal with any artifact or enchantment, and then the first one I was talking about, any 2 artifacts it can deal with. Of course, now I have to go and find Astral Visionary in here somewhere. Considering I'll be able to just very easily draw 3 cards next turn, that didn't last long. I'm gonna pass for now. Ivory Tower. Try and get a creature on the field. I'll just attack for 1 for now. If I tap down my 2 lands, I only get to untap 1 of them next turn anyways. I mean, yeah, Winter Orb slows the opponent down a lot too, so if I'm smart about how I play this... I guess let's try and put more creatures on the field. I guess not, then. Actually, I will just make this into a 3-1. And I'll do that again. Not expecting to be met with any removal right now. I'm just seeing, like, what lands are untapped, and I'm just trying to, like, imagine what to expect here. My deck is slowly being milled down to no cards left in it, but as long as I actually have a win condition on board, I'm going to be fine. I definitely want to get another creature on board that can do damage. 1 damage at a time is honestly really slow. I'll sacrifice something that is tapped. I'll try and just leave my opponent with no cards in their hand. Alright, now I don't have a creature anymore. And I have 13 cards left on my deck. I need to just do 4 more damage to the opponent here. I need to just stick a creature or two, and I should be able to win. No, on top of land. This just needs to do 1 more hit. Got him. Wow, talk about a long game. Let's see if this Mind Steal is going to be any worse. Alright, nothing to really worry about so far. I mean, this only does 1 damage to me per turn. I still got 21 life. I'm not scared here, really. Not yet, anyways. Memory lapse, so that goes on top of my library. It just slows me down. Yep, there's the Order of Lightbearer again. Dark Ritual. Casting what with Dark Ritual, exactly? Also, where's my creature? Okay, it was still on the stack this entire time, so what about the black mana? That was weird. So my opponent just uses Dark Ritual, makes 3 black mana, and then doesn't use it, and then, because we still have Mana Burn, because I decided to put Mana Burn back into the game, he just lost 3 life. Yeah, it makes my job easier. It's going to be really slow to use on their Winter Orbs, so I think we can just leave it there. That asks for like 2 mana every turn to draw and discard another card. That's going to be really slow under the Winter Orb he starts with. Pass. Nice. Okay, give first strike to my knight here. And I'm gonna start making him lose random cards out of his hand, too. I'm not worried about a 0-1 here. I guess I'll still just get rid of it regardless. Another really slow game, but yeah. After enough back and forth, we got him still. I think I'm just gonna try my luck by going to the right. I really don't want to have to duel a Thought Invoker. What if I get stasis locked again? That wasn't fun at all last night, getting stasis locked every other game against the Thought Invoker. So if I can avoid that, then by all means. I would like to try and avoid that. I have 3 lands, but aside from getting rid of this, there's nothing to really do yet. Not expecting... I haven't seen a single other creature that Winged Stallion has been playing in his deck. Maybe we'll put something on the field next turn. Okay, Millstone targeting me. That is fine. Force of Will. So I'm just going to play into that. We're going to actually try and get another creature onto the battlefield. Actually, no, I messed up. I needed 1 more mana to play Juzam the Jin here, so... yeah, I messed up. Wasted a perfectly good Dark Ritual. Pass. Can't really do much of anything here. Neither can he, apparently. I guess before my opponent gets like too many cards in hand and then has an answer for every single thing that I play. Pass. 3 copies of Island Sanctuary. Force of Will again. I'll have to wait however many more turns to potentially cast another Serra Angel. I don't think I got the time to wait. I don't think I can just wait forever here. I need to get like an actual like serious win condition on the field and have it stick. Okay, I still have 15 cards left in my deck. But yeah, now my opponent can just... he has a Source of Plowshares for every single creature I got. This is not even a joke. I'll play Juzam the Jin as well. Hopefully start applying pressure with that too next turn. Okay, I think I'll be able to finally start attacking. On second thought, maybe not. This prevents all damage they deal, so on second thought, maybe not. So... I'll just make my opponent discard their last 2 cards. And... Wow. I have to pass again. Another energy arc! He has another one. He just literally top decked it too. He literally just top decked that. Three cards left in my deck. Juzam de Jin cannot attack. I'm gonna die to Millstone shenanigans. Like, I have nothing to get Millstone off the field. Yeah, I'm just gonna get, like, stalled out for just long enough that I just run out of cards in deck. So there's even the option to just play a slightly larger deck so that this stops happening as frequently, that I just don't have enough cards left in my deck. There's always the option to just play a few more cards, actually. Just ratios should be. I'm gonna actually give this a try. I'm thinking maybe like 3 or 4 more lands and then 6 more non-land cards would be decent for a 50-card deck. So where's my swamp and where's my island? I'm gonna try actually 50 cards at this point. Because I'm running into, like, so many mill decks, and so many, like, ways to just stall out the game until I do run out of cards in my deck. That searches for Ancestral Recall, so I'll put that in. Extra copy of Spectre, extra copy of Hymn to Turok, wherever I left it. Honestly, I think I really need more creatures that can just attack and do lots of damage. We'll give Urgrators a try, actually. And then... I think I want to go with one more creature. Assuming I can find something in here that's worth running. I don't want to have to. I don't have that many creatures. I don't want to have to sacrifice any. This will make me sacrifice 2 creatures to play, and my opponent gets to draw 2 cards for free. Losing 2 life isn't that big a deal. Man, I really don't have that many other creatures, do I? Alright. We'll actually run 1 copy of Wrath of God. So... yeah, I just really that nervous that I'm just gonna keep getting my deck milled out. I'm just that nervous I'm gonna keep losing to mill decks if I stay on, like, 40 cards. Sure, now I do not draw, like, my best cards as frequently as I used to, but that's more cards they have to just mill from my deck to make me lose the deck out. And the 10 cards the 6 non-land cards that I put in are still, like, 6 of the better cards just lying around in my collection anyways. And 4 extra lands shouldn't make it so I still don't get mana screwed. Okay, Stormcrow. They discarded a mountain. I figured I would just do that now. Okay, now I'll just draw my 3 cards. Well, there goes Hypnotic Spectre. Now I gotta play without that. I have plenty of extra cards in my hand anyways. I might as well just get that Stormcrow off the field. Okay. A little worried I'm not going to find my second black source. A little worried. This I can still at least cast. Swamp. Hypnotic Spectre. I guess if I even need Hypnotic Spectre at this point to win the game. Wow, you're giving me that many cards just for beating you? And that was like... Oh, one of them is a Sinkhole. 2 mana, destroy any land. And a duplicate card of my choice. Yeah, I think that should be obvious. We're gonna duplicate a piece of the Power 9. It was either that or Contract from Below. That should be obvious. A pretty decent look into the castle already, which is nice. But yeah, unfortunately, half the enemies seem to be Thought Invokers. You know, the enemies that are playing the Stasis Lock. This is not the direction I need to go. That's just some treasure. I really think Astral Visionary could be here. If not here, she's probably in this corner. I'm just gonna try and go through the Winged Stallion first. His deck is annoying, but less so I'm gonna try and go through him. Okay, Ivory Tower just lets him gain a bunch of life. For every extra card above 4 he's got in his hand, he just gains some life. Pass. Okay, let's hope that can stick around. It will not. We're gonna try and just get the Hypnotic Spectre back into play as quickly as possible. It's gonna get countered. Yeah, I'll draw 2 cards here. I'll let this hit me for 1. I will have to just pass on nothing. Next best card in my hand I could go play against this specific matchup here is Sarah Angel, but I need to get the 5 mana first. And go figure, he has a counterspell, like, for everything I cast that's relevant in this matchup. Every single thing I have that is relevant, he just counters it. Okay, now I don't have anything to search for with Merchant Scroll anymore. I just drew my Ancestral Recall. get, like, a stronger creature than Zephyr Falcon. Almost anything can contest that in combat. That plus... That still has to hit me 16 more times before it's actually a problem. I mean, I actually have nothing else to do right now, so let's do that. Don't even have a single creature left that can start swinging. So what am I more worried about, honestly? Island Sanctuary or Millstone? What is, like... What am I more worried about? What is, like, worse, potentially? Like, what is worse? I'm gonna get rid of the Millstone. I have to really think about that. I don't have a single creature. This is a problem. That's really supposed to be my main win condition, but I don't have any. This is gonna be a problem. I have, like, 3 pieces of creature removal. There's no creatures to get rid of, so to speak. This is a problem. Imagine if all my creatures are actually in my graveyard. Like, this is a problem. Oh, there's one. It's gonna resolve. He has removal for it. I had something on the field for like maybe half a turn cycle. Oh, we can try again to get another creature on the field. Another Millstone. How many cards are left in my deck? 15, and this was like by the time I finally got a creature into play. Finally might have something. I just did my first 3 points of damage all game. Now I'm gonna get Millstone to death again, aren't I? I'm starting to just think I don't have enough creatures on my deck to actually beat this guy consistently enough. I'm starting to get really... I'm stuck under Island Sanctuary, and now I'm stuck under it. I can't even attack, even if I wanted to. Another creature. You better believe I'm attacking with both of these. +1, +0, yes. I need to get in every point of damage I possibly can before I deck out again. Despite the fact I'm playing a 50-card deck now. Sure. Please don't tell me you have anything else. Two cards left in my deck. Once again, it's probably just not going to be enough. Oh, maybe it could be. If I had, like, one more white mana, I'd know what to do here. I'm gonna get him to 1 point of life, and then I'm probably gonna get milled to death anyways. Just as I thought. Well, just as I thought. Just as I thought. Exactly as I thought. I got him to exactly 1 point of life, too, mind you. I think I just really need, like, more creatures, period. I still have 2 disenchants and now 1 dust to dust. Slowly having all of the means of just taking those artifacts and enchantments off the opponent's board just straight up ripped out of my deck. They're just slowly being ripped away from my deck. I'm gonna try and get back into the castle, but not without a fight, though. I'd get another Hypnotic Spectre back. And then again, I haven't really lost any of these recently. But yeah, anyways, I need to do this fight just to even get back into the castle. Force of Will, of course, unsurprisingly. At least that's gonna go resolve. So if Sarah Angel is gonna be able to stick around, this should be a really quick game. This one's gonna be over before we know it. Just take the cards, I guess. Now let me back in the castle so I can get another try. I mean, the blue wizardess still has to get 3 more cities before I lose the game. And I can always just go and start freeing them just to buy myself more time. But if I just can, I don't know, defeat her in her castle, I just win the game anyways, but just one problem. Every other opponent's playing mill and they just keep killing me with it. They just keep having, like, removal for every single creature that I play. And then I just simply run out of cards in deck because I can't get anything on the board for long enough to actually get a kill. Like, I just can't get anything to stick on the board. First strike. This sounds like something that would have first strike. Oh, and banding. 3, I think it is. I think it's 3 blue mana symbols exactly. I don't know how I remember this. Oh wait, I believe that's actually her. I think I'm looking at the Astral Visionary right now. But I do want to just, I don't know. Can I give myself like an even better chance at defeating her? 29 life. I was hoping to maybe just get like a really strong creature on the battlefield to start with, like Juzam de Jin. Dire Wolves is a 2/2. Black Lotus in the next duel is 3 free mana. Pair that with a Hypnotic Spectre, and if she doesn't have an answer for it, and then that can get several swings in and just make her start discarding cards from her hand, that can be big. Astral Visionary, we're going against her with a Black Lotus to start. So if I win this game, yeah, I just win the campaign, then we're done here. We'll get 1 free shot at Arzakon, and whatever happens, happens, but if I lose, I hope I don't. Winter Orb, obviously. How do we approach this? Phyrexian Warbeast. How? Oh, Mishra's Workshop, that's how. Okay, now I get it. So now I have to deal with this turn 1? It resolved. Hopefully it can stick around. Okay, at least I still actually have my creature on the battlefield, so it could have been a lot worse. I still have a creature, at least. But if I don't get to keep my creature around, we could be in trouble. Suchi. No attacks. You'll love to see it. Let's leave her with no cards in hand. Okay, one card in hand, apparently. I can just disenchant whatever, like, artifact I need to anyways. And seeing how a lot of her cards are artifacts, this is hella convenient. We can just hold up a disenchant if we need it. I'll play a Hypnotic Spectre. Sarah Angel's just gonna keep all of these artifact creatures at bay here. That's amazing. Brainstorm. Another Phyrexian War Beast. She has, like, what? Like 3 of them now on her field? Well, attack like this. Force her to discard a pretty good card. I'll play one of my Phyrexian War Beasts and pass. Wow. This is looking good. She has, like, an absolutely busted land in Mishra's Workshop and 3 Phyrexian War Beasts. Probably one of the better, like, random artifact creatures you could have gotten your hands on back in 1996. Like, yeah, fresh from Alliances, Phyrexian War Beast is a 3/4 for 3 mana. But yeah, the worst thing it does by far is makes you lose a land when it leaves the battlefield. The 1 damage is almost irrelevant most of the time. But yeah, like 3/4 for 3 mana back in the day was way above right. Again, she has absolutely nothing. This is big. Suchi will die, make 4 colorless mana. It's not a Yume, so if I disenchant this and it dies and then we just move to the next phase of the turn, if she can't spend the 4 colorless, she just dies to mana burn. Disenchant Suchi. Leave main phase 2. And mana burn kills her. Alright. GG's, I guess. Alright, GG's. I'll take my first Underground Sea of the entire series. Do I really want to take, like, another, like, land as one of my blue cards? Since I'm barely actually playing any blue cards, I'm only really playing that Ancestral Recall. You know what? I will take a Tundra. And then... I'm just seeing what else I want to take here, if it even matters, if I'm even going to use it. Probably not, if anything. You have defeated all 5 wizards. Shandalar is free. Prepare to face the final challenge. Your battle so far will banish the evil Planeswalker Arzakon for 640 years. Each life point it loses in the final battle should banish it for 10 additional years. Good luck. I get one last chance to adjust the deck as I see fit. One thing I know for sure, Arzakon starts with a lot of life. This I remember for certain. So I'm gonna compensate by just running a bigger deck again. I'll compensate by running more cards again. You know, let's just say I have Juzam Djinn in play. That could slowly kill me, because it does 1 damage to me every turn. I might need a way to gain some life, perhaps. In case I do, I got it there, technically. "22 lands I have, a Black Lotus, a Mox Jet. I don't think I need this much mana. I think I can cut a land or two here and be fine. Serrated Arrows are going to bump back up to at least 2, I guess. We have 16 creatures in our what's going to be a 60-card deck. I still... Can I bump this up to more than, like, 16? I mean, I have plenty of creatures in green, but yeah. I'm not playing green right now. I'd have to splash that color back in for all those creatures. So creatures are going to be... I want to see all my creatures. Yeah, this is what it's looking like. Arzacon's not going to be playing only black, I believe, so this is not going to be impressive. Stormcrow. It's probably just one of the better creatures I have in the colors I play. So 21 lands, a Dark Ritual, a Mox Jet, and a Black Lotus. I can probably take out one more land and be okay. Okay, Dance of the Dead can just revive a dead creature. I think that might just be card number 60 at this rate. Okay, we have 20 lands. Okay, one of them is Maze of Death, actually. This cannot make mana by itself, so I'd have 19 lands that can, a Mox Jet, a Black Lotus, and a Dark Ritual. I'm just really hoping I'm not doing all this just to simply figure out that I get mana screwed. I really hope all this doesn't lead to just me simply getting mana screwed and then there's no game, so to speak. That's gonna be sad if that's the case. So Reprisal would destroy something with power 4 or greater. I just want to take one last look at this and see if it makes sense. I want to have no regrets going into this Arzakon duel here. So 19 lands that can produce mana, plus a Black Lotus and a Mox Jet, so that's 21 mana sources. Dark Ritual makes that 22, technically. 17 creatures. I wish I had more. But what we have is what we have, I guess. Okay, I want to just leave only the lands. Mishra's Factory, do I not have one? I'll put one of these back in. Here goes nothing. 300 life. This is why I increased my deck size significantly. Okay. It's not like this matters. Like, no matter what, like, Shandalar, like, the game is over no matter what. It's just, yeah, the further into this Arzakon duel we get, like, the more bragging rights we have. Starts with Black Lotus and Celestial Prism. Pretty much as he always did. Immediately just spend it on a Felwar Stone. Immediately play a balance, so now sacrificing a land and discarding a card. Winter Orb. We're gonna be here for a while. Play a creature at least. We're gonna be here for a while. Winter Orb. Just, yeah, leave it to Winter Orb to slow things down to a standstill. That's 20 more years this Arzakon guy should be banished for, at least. Discard a card at random to do 2 damage to target creature or player. Stormbind. You do not see that every day. I took 2 really good cards out of this guy's hand just now. Armageddon, destroy all lands. Or did he actually just discard that? I think he actually pitched that to Stormbind to kill my creature. Grab one of my 2 copies of Ancestral Recall. Well. Yeah, that Stormbind is going to be annoying. Never thought I'd be saying that, but yeah, here we are. I'm gonna go out of my way to disenchant a Stormbind. Never thought I'd be saying this. But here we are. This guy's already seriously just running low on cards, so I think it's time to deploy the Serra Angel. Pass. Should be guaranteed to get a free swing in here. And now I gotta just keep this up for turn after turn. 287 life. That's gonna still be like a large order to take all that out. We'll just see how far we get. Nevinaral's Disc. I'm gonna disenchant that. That basically kills all my creatures if it resolves, so I'm taking that off the board. Oh, now I'm swinging for 6 damage a turn. Oh, goody. Mox Emerald is just more mana. He actually needs, I don't know, something to get my creatures off the board, which he doesn't have right now. I guess say goodbye to, like, ever having a hand ever again, unless you can out my Hypnotic Specters. Brass Man. Not a threat right now, whatsoever. That is pretty much a non-issue right now. Pass. Let's attack with everything this turn that can attack. Discards an extra Bayou, sure. I will go ahead and pass turn again. In case I need to stop one of my opponent's creatures from attacking me, I have a Maze of Eth. Just in case I need to, like, block one of their attacking creatures. Untap. Doesn't really matter what I untap. Mishra's Factory could also start attacking from next turn onwards. Alright. I'll untap this here. I will not play Wrath of God. Celestial... Why is it making random mana with Celestial Prism? Power Sink. Yep, that will prevent Serra Angel from hitting the field. Yep, that prevents it from actually hitting the field. I should have just ripped a card out of his hand with the Spectre and then tried to play the Serra Angel. Also, I would have this attack every turn as well, but there's a Brass Man in the way. Ashnod's Altar. This can just make more mana. He actually needs something to cast with it, though. So yeah, I'm seeing his deck doesn't really have any ways to just get, like, more cards in his hand. Or maybe you just have not seen enough of the deck yet. How many cards are in here? 169, so yeah, trying to beat this guy... Yeah, trying to mill this guy to death is not really gonna work. Disenchant my Mox Jet. I don't really care. Well, once I get a chance to, I know what I'm playing. I know what I'm gonna be playing in 2 turns. Or I can just try and play it now. But I think I learned my lesson from last time. I'll just make sure there's no cards in his hand. And then I'll play Juzam the Jin. So now we're going to be doing another 5 damage every single turn. We'll just have to do this again and again and again until either one of us dies. Twiddle to tap my Sarah Angel. Does she still assign combat damage? I haven't actually, I didn't even look at the exact amount of damage I did to see if she still assigned some. I think she did. Sure, let's play a Phyrexian War Beast also. Just another creature I can start swinging with from next turn onward. Stormcrow. We'll cast that too, actually. We'll also play that. Okay, this just lets him draw a card for 4 mana. So he's gonna use it. So yeah, forget what I said about him not having any ways to draw extra cards in his deck. Just a really clunky one from back in the day he's got. JM Day, tell him if I'm even pronouncing it right. That's just a really clunky way to do it. But yeah, it does technically let you refill your hand with more cards. I might actually just take off all 300 life at the rate we're going. I got him back down to, I got him down to double digits. That's 2/3 of the way. And I'll just keep playing even more creatures so that the life is just gonna keep ticking down even faster. Yeah, if I get like 8 more turns of this, I'm just gonna win even before this can kill me, because this is doing 1 damage to me every turn. But every turn cycle he's taking 5 from it, so yeah, it's more than worth it to play this. Got him down to 60. Phyrexian War Beast. Of course I know exactly what that is. Destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. That's not really power 4 or greater now, is it? Control magic will let me just steal it from myself. He sacrificed it to Ashnod's Altar in response, so I don't actually get the creature. But I still got it. I got it off the field still. It's still completely out of the way. It can't, like, block me anymore. I still gotta get through 44 more points of life, and this guy's just not really getting cards into his hand whatsoever. And if I need to gain more life back, that's why I put Spirit Link in. In case I was gonna need the life gain, I put Spirit Link into the deck. Obviously, I'm not gonna play a board wipe against myself. JM Day Tome, draw a card. And then not have any mana to play said card. Untap the plains. Gonna play a Spirit Link on Juzam Djinn here. Although, don't know why it's not letting me click on anything else right now. Maybe I clicked too fast. But... oh. He finally found some removal. It took him long enough, but he finally killed one of my creatures. He finally got rid of the 2-1. Also, I'm gonna take 1 damage from Juzam Djinn every turn. And then just gain the life back because of Spirit Link. Does 1 damage to me, and because it did damage, I just gained that back anyways. I think that's like 11... yeah, that's 18 damage total, so this is just gonna like banish Arzakon for good. So, it turns out I did in fact just take all 300 points of life off. I gotta just do like one more click of a button here, and then the Alliance's playthrough is done. So yeah, it's been good. Okay, maybe except for all those duels against the Winged Stallions and Thought Invokers. I mean, especially the latter just stasis locking me, but... I don't know, I honestly got really lucky with one of the attempts on the Blue Castle. I got super lucky with one of the attempts. I don't even think I had to fight anybody in the way to get to Astro Visionary. And then I also got, like, Sarah Angel onto the field turn 2. And she did not have an answer to it, so that just wrapped up the game nice and quick. Alright, so we're gonna actually finish a Shandalar playthrough winning the game. Yeah, first time in a while I'm actually gonna finish one of these old school Shandalar playthroughs. Yeah, like on a high note, we actually won this time. What, that's only good for 1,670 years of peace? Okay, so that's my total number of tries to do that Blue Castle. Significantly more than the rest of them. Oh, okay, I did not get every world magic, but like, did I really need all the world magics? No. Only 29 losses. Honestly, it felt like I lost more games than that. Yeah, my win-loss ratio against Thought Invoker not looking so hot. And then you wonder just why I was trying to avoid them as much as possible. Tuscardia to beat 8 times in a row, apparently. Winged Stallion was also giving me hell. My Stealer was like trouble early on, then it wasn't so bad. Still remember that one game I did lose to an Elementalist. They just kept tapping down my few creatures that I had that didn't fly with Flood. And they just slowly killed me with Stormcrow. Yeah, I'm gonna lose to a bunch of like really bad cards. So I'm gonna lose to a combination of Flood, Stormcrow, and Fire Elemental. Yeah, that doesn't look so good on my resume. Oh, right, yeah, that just shows all the evil wizards. Well, there would be, but they're all dead. We beat all the evil wizards. Oh yeah, when I defeated my first druid. Acquired spell Bayou. Very early on. Technically not a spell as it's a land, but yeah, very early on found a Bayou. Lost to a sorcerer. Yeah, of course, as you can see, we just ran all over the map here. Teleported to aid a village that was under attack. Saved it. Lost to a Mind Stealer. Lost to a Mind Stealer again. Yeah, those are all my losses to Mind Stealers. Must have teleported across the map again to save a village that was under attack. We maybe lost like 2 or 3 villages, and I also managed to recover one of them. 2 of them we were taken by the blue wizards, and then I just went and defeated her and just ended the game anyways. So yeah, with no evil wizards left, yeah, we beat the game. Lost to a Thought Invoker. Fairly early on. When did I lose to a Cleric? I must have just not drawn any lands or something. Or too many lands. Acquired a Ball Lightning from somewhere. I don't even remember acquiring this. Aspect of Wolf. That has something to do with, like, boosting a creature's power toughness based on how many forests you control. That's all I remember. Bought Ring of the Guardian kind of late. Attempted the White Castle, and I guess we didn't win the first. I know we did not win the first time. There's just so much going on in this like bottom cluster of the map here. Teleported, landed there. Use a blue, yeah, the blue world magic to just teleport to a random spot on the map and dump me off here. Oh yeah, of course I remember, like, acquiring the Black Lotus. That managed to stay in my deck till the very end of the game. Okay, so I completed the Black Castle, right? I kind of just wish, like, more, like, action-adventure games did this once you beat them. They just gave you, like, a snapshot of more or less every single action you did once you've beaten the game. I kind of wish more did this. Okay, that was the attempt I actually completed the Black Castle, I see. Oh, we're finally going back to the White Castle to try and complete it. And then, yeah, it took significantly more tries to knock out this blue castle. You're gonna see lost to a Saltram Tor, Lost to a Thought Invoker, you're gonna see a lot. Lost to an Elementalist. That was like a hell of a surprise. Defeated Arzakon right after. Where did I get Birds of Paradise from? Not like we're ever gonna see it, because once we just click done, the game's just gonna close.